So they are given A, B, C. These statements are true or wrong. We are going to check. The first statement is the eigenvalues of the self-adjoint operators are real. This is the one we are going to do quantitatively. We are going to write the equation. Any two eigenfunctions belonging to distinct eigenvalue of self-adjoint operators are mutually orthogonal. This is the one also we are going to do qualitative manner. An operator A is said to be self-adjoint. Its adjoint is equal to itself. This is pertaining to the A question. So we are going to do solve the A and C are explicitly. B is qualitatively. So the first option, the question they are given the answer. The eigenvalues of the self-adjoint operator are real. So eigenvalues of self-adjoint operators are real. So how it is possible the eigenvalues of what is the self-adjoint operator? That question you can ask. Suppose if the psi is a wave function, operator is operating on the, suppose take this operator is operating on this psi, this would be equal to, it's a is acting on the first one, then the second, then these operators are called self-adjoint operator. You can call, suppose if the this is some different operator, then A and A star are self-adjoint. You can write this bracket notation in terms of integral. That meaning, suppose you can write this on the left hand side psi, you can write psi star. The A is operator operating on the right hand side psi dot dx. This integral is equal to A is operating, A star is operating on the psi star, or you can call it say A, the operator operating on the psi star. The psi is a right hand side, always you got to write plus that wave function. The left hand side psi always it's a conjugate of the wave function time dx. So you can call it's not a dagger, or you can call. So now if these two, if it is operating either the right hand side psi or left hand side conjugate, if this integral will be equal, then we can call the operator the a star or a dagger. It is these operators are self-adjoint operator. So how we can interpret with the eigenvalue? Suppose if it is operating on this side, if it's giving, suppose if it is giving lambda eigenvalue, we don't know what is the value of lambda, it depends on the situation. Suppose if it is giving lambda, then the integral, the remaining integral, it will give some value. That value would be is equal to, if a is operating on the psi star, it will give lambda dagger, then the same integral. So you can cancel this then lambda is equal to lambda dagger. Only if this is possible when lambdas are real, because if lambda is complex, then that conjugate never be equal. So only if the eigenvalues are real, then lambda is equal to the lambda dagger. So then we can call the a star or self-adjoint operator. Hence the eigenvalues of the self-adjoint operators are always real. So this is a conclusion we can make from the first given information. So this is right. Now what they are given in the next one, any two eigenfunction belonging to different eigenvalue. Here suppose you can call the two eigenfunction, means you can call the first eigenfunction psi1, second eigenfunction psi2. If it is belonging to distinct unequal eigenvalue, suppose the first eigenfunction will give lambda 1 eigenvalue, the second eigenfunction if it is giving lambda 2 eigenvalue of the self-adjoint operator, because here if the self-adjoint operators are operating on the a, suppose take the a is a self-adjoint operator. If a is operating on the psi 1, it is giving lambda 1 eigenvalue, same eigenfunction. the same self adjoint operator operating on the side 2, like it's giving lambda 2 because it's a different function, so it will give different eigenvalue the same side 2. Then these are mutually orthogonal each other. The psi 1 and psi 2 are orthogonal. So this is also true because it is giving distinct eigenvalue. If it is giving distinct eigenvalue, then it will commute with each other. Then the psi 1, if it is commute with the psi 2, it will give 0. That means if you are taking inner product with the psi 1 psi 2, it will, the answer would be 0, means these are the mutually orthogonal wave function, or you can call it psi 1 is totally different from the psi 2. Suppose if psi 1 represents for the s orbital, then psi 2 for maybe for the p orbital, or psi 2 maybe d orbital. So these two orbitals never talk to each other. It is a mutually orthogonal wave function. These electrons are having different property, different transition frequencies, and different states of the electron density. So you can call these two are, suppose for example I am saying these two are orthogonal. So you can conclude any two eigenfunction belonging to two different eigenvalue of a self adjoint operator, then you can call this psi 1 psi 2 are orthogonal to each other. The last one, the C1, they are given the same problem. The C, an operator is said to be self adjoint. An operator is said to be self adjoint then its adjoint is equal to itself. Yeah, that is true. From the first integral, we can call A is equal to the A dagger. So you can call this as a self adjoint operator. Yeah, that is also true. So from the information, the A, B, C, all of them are the right answer, the true statements. From the above discussion, we got the answer. I think all of the statements are right. A, B, and C. The option D is the right answer.